Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Francisco Giants. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, he's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
For Los Angeles, first baseman Freddie Freeman.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and we are underway here in San Francisco. That one misses in the dirt. And today is draft day, Singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else, you find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So is the same no matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later. You're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Line to left, and it goes just foul. Verlander was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low, and the count is even, 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two outs. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Everything came together for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And that's through there for a strike.
1-1.
And the count 1-1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Verlander moved to first.
No, he's in there.
Back standing. He's in there safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move.
Ball two.
Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. 1 left for L.A., and now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Back after this on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
And that one hammered. Hernandez drop step going back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He circles the bases. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. On the line, base hit.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Way inside, and that hit him.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
Willy Adames stands in. That one fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Lee, the lead runner at second. Wade on at first with nobody out. And Willie fouls one back. Here's the pitch to Adames.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swings through it for the K. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
There's a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize.
Dives, and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And that is out of play. Glass now back to work. The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. 2 outs. Bases full. Bryce Eldridge, the next Giant to hit. That one out to right. Conforto under this one. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head to the second from San Francisco. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Second inning set to go. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Verlander back to work. To the left side, but it is well foul.
It looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, you get yourself into scoring position.
And there's a foul ball.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Will Smith stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Not close with that one. And the count now even up. Hernandez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Right through there, got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring.
And it stays fair. Coming home. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-1.
Waste no time there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And that misses. Now 2-0. There's a strike. That one misses, and that's ball 3. That clips the corner. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run, and he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single.
Well, he did all he could in short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
And that's the third out. Dodgers with a run-scoring double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Conforto hauls it in, and there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered in this game. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Zips it across, and there are 2 outs. And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. Singled and scored his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Lee goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and he's a native of South Korea. Swing and a pop-up. Freeman should have this one. And that is that. Giants go down quietly. They lead it 2-1. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Chopped left side. Adames the throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That one's in there, 0-1. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Ball 2.
And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Outside low. 3-2 now. Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning for Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Gone. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 3-2. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
And now it's Max Muncy. First pitch, and he just misses. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And now 1-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that skips in the dirt. Struck him out looking. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
0-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed creeping into my mind right now.
Outside low, and the count 1-2. That one missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Willy Adames. Struck out swinging his first time. Way outside, and it gets away. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Wait, into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Man, it seems like his control has just totally left him out there. He hits the guy, then immediately throws a wild pitch to move him into scoring position. I'm sure that's a lonely feeling out there on the mound right now.
And there's one down. Here's Matt Chapman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1's the count.
Tying run in scoring position here in the last half of the third. Tap foul at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's ripped into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. And there are two down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Wait, at second with two down. And that one fouled off. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Man on second, two down. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And that's downstairs and outside. Out to center. Outman sizing this one up. And that ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Doubled his first time up. In there for strike one.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already? And now here is James Outman. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
To third might be 2. To second, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Gregory Thompson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missed. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, but they still lead at 3-2. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Eldridge in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. A towering shot to center. His 12th of the season. It's 3-3.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. Flied to right his first time. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Over to the pitcher, but it's offline. He's safe at first.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Ball. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before he starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. And he's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the...
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Giants are able to tie things up thanks to the solo home run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. This is MLB The Show's game. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Ball
Thompson,
one, no
a 6'2 southpaw. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a two-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Ball to strike. The pitch. Started after it. Appeal to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Out to short, Adames. Taylor out of the play.
Well, Dave, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 2. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Not even close there. And a count 2-1. And there's a ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Hernandez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here in San Francisco, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now at the plate, Lamont Wade Jr. Glasnow back to work. On the ground, out to short. And a quick out, number 1. And the batter will be the shortstop, Willy Adames. Rip to third. Throw on to Freeman. And a couple of quick outs. And here is Matt Chapman. That one ran inside, almost got him. In the air, left field. Hernandez settles under this one, and he makes the catch. And that is that. 5 innings. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Ground ball up the middle. Adames to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here comes Max Muncy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering is down low. In there at the knees. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. The batter now will be Will Smith. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
One strike. Yeah.
And a curve misses outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. All tied up. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez settles underneath it and makes the grab. And there's one away. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Graterol, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Doubled up on the slider away. Two-seamer here. Just watch and see.
Glass now, ready and deals. And 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Next will be the Giants DH, Bryce Eldridge. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. His righty-lefty splits there. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back here at Oracle Park. And now Michael Conforto. And that one clips the corner. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs. Now 1-2. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. One up, one down. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Hard hit left side. Chapman over to first in time. And that quickly 2 away. And here's Freddie Freeman. That's in there. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Now a slow roller to second. Fitzgerald over to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. For the Dodgers here, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. Popped up. Betts. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 3. First pitch misses. Yates, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. One down, base is empty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Down to the dirt. And a miss. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout. And we're back. Here comes Chris Taylor. New pitcher on now, Tyler Rogers.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
In there at the knees, and the count 1-1.
1-1.
That one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That's to third. Chapman slings it across. Taylor is out. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch just misses.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And just misses with that one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. And there's the strike.
Ball.
grounded to left center for a line drive base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Hernandez in the box now, takes strike one. And that misses. And it's 1-1. Out to short, Adames. Whips it across, and Hernandez is out. And that is the inning. One left for L.A. Score remains tied. Back here in San Francisco, ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willy Adames. Yates back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. And here is Matt Chapman, 0 for 3 in this one. Ball one, no strikes. That one hammered, but pulled foul. All tied up. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And that holds the go-ahead run at second base.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, whipped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Butler, the next to hit. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in on a dive.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Off the mark there. And that's ball one. Man at second. And fouled off. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Chapman headed for the plate. Banks off the wall. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
One out. Runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Check on the runner. Butler back on a dive.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. And up next for the Giants, Bryce Eldridge.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that will end the inning. Giants get a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. Back here at Oracle Park, here's Muncy to hit. Chopped on the ground. Adames. They get the out on Muncy. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pad. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Ryan Walker.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Slider misses outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And here is Michael Conforto. Close but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And that one off the outside edge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Walker is just 1 strike away. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Nope, he held back. Ground ball to short, miss ought to do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Giants hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
Fielder.